Alright everybody, you're watching the Andaleep show. Welcome to my show. Today is 15th of July. This is Andaleep and the timing is almost 6 of the evening. So this is the second time I am making this video today because I almost completed 8 minutes of this video and one of my friend called me and the video got cut. And I don't know the editing. I don't know how to add videos. So therefore I have to make this video all over again. It is really stupid. And now I have put the airplane mode on so that no one can call me and my video cannot get cut in the middle. So today I had college and today was an interesting day in college. I did not have any class but we performed some practicals and the practicals were amazing. After a very long time we performed some practicals and the practicals were Akshi Tarpan and Ashchyotan. You might be thinking about what are these names, Akshi Tarpan and Ashchyotan. But these are the practicals here in Ayurveda. So two of my batchmates, let us perform Akshi Tarpan on them. And in Akshi Tarpan, we have to take that flour of pulse, dal ka atta, and we have to prepare some boundaries or some perimeter around the eyes, around both of the eyes. And the wall of that perimeter should be about an inch thick. And after that we do not boil, we melt some ghee and we warm it, and that warm ghee is put into that area, is put into that border, and the person is asked to keep blinking. Open your eyes, close your eyes, so that that warm ghee can get absorbed by the eyes. It is called Akshi Tarpan. Create a boundary, create a perimeter whose walls should be about an inch thick, and pour some warm ghee there and ask the person to blink so that that ghee can be absorbed by the eyes. So two of my friends, they let us perform Akshi Tarpan on them, and I myself performed Ashchyotan on my body. Ashchyotan is really easy as compared to Akshi Tarpan. You just take this warm ghee and just drop in your eyes, a single drop for every eye. So my teacher dropped a single drop in this eye and a single drop in this eye. And after that he asked me to lay there for 2 minutes with my eyes closed, and after that I woke up. And he said that there are two contraindications. I get up. I did not woke up, I get up. I got up. So, and my teacher said that there are some contraindications of Ashchyotan. He said to me that you cannot go out in the sun today. For the rest of the day you cannot go out in the sun. And I was like, okay, I can manage it. I will not go out in the sun. And the second thing that he said was like, you cannot watch your mobile today. For the rest of the day you cannot use your mobile phone. And I was like, come on. And the first thing that came to my mind when he said this was like, how I am gonna make my video today then? If I cannot use my mobile phone, if I cannot watch my mobile phone, if I cannot watch the screen, how will I make my video today? This is how much I love this video making process, that the first thing that came to my mind was this, that how I am gonna make my video today if I cannot watch my mobile. So for the first 5 and 6 hours after completing this process, I did not see my mobile phone at all. And just about an hour ago I picked up my phone to see what is happening in my country so that I can make a video. Yeah, so it was good. The process was good. You might be thinking it is a stupid process, but these are the processes here in Ayurveda. I do not actually know the benefits of them, but there was some team that came from Lucknow, from higher ups there in Ayurveda, and they came to see what are the processes that are being conducted in our college. So therefore we had to do this, and they even recorded us. They even took our signatures. The patients or the people who let these processes get performed on them, they let their signatures and they recorded them getting these things done on them. So it was good. After a very long time, something interesting happened in my college other than studies, because studies are not interesting in my college. So it was good. I enjoyed the day today, and after I came back from my college, I did not use my mobile. So I picked up my phone after 5 or 6 hours and I saw what is happening in my country so that I can make a video. So let's talk about the things that we are here to talk about. That is the politics. So let's talk about Sonam Wangchuk and the CJP protest. It is like the staple topic for me. It is like a perpetual topic for me, I just keep talking about this thing because it is really important. What the CJP is doing, what Sonam Wangchuk, especially what Sonam Wangchuk sir is doing, it is really commendable and important. So he has lost almost 8.5 kg of his weight, and today is the day 18th of the hunger strike of Sonam Wangchuk. And the CJP has urged all the supporters of it and all the people who have solidarity with the CJP and all the people who agree with the demands of the CJP and Sonam Wangchuk to observe a single day of hunger strike on 16th of July. They can observe the strike in their respective cities at their homes if they cannot manage and afford to come to Delhi or Jantar Mantar. So they can do this at their home, but they have to observe a single day of hunger strike. Mass hunger strike are going to be organized on 16th of July in solidarity with Sonam Wangchuk and in solidarity with the CJP, with the to show our support to the demands of Sonam Wangchuk and CJP. So it will be really good if people participate in that. It will be a morale booster for the CJP and for Sonam Wangchuk sir. It will be good, all right. And the other news regarding this protest and this hunger strike is that there is a lawyer in Delhi who has filed a petition in a Delhi court that Sonam Wangchuk is going to die. The condition that is going on with this protest and this hunger strike, it looks like that he may die, and before he dies, we need to force feed him. We need to end this hunger strike by force. He said that Sonam Wangchuk is trying to perform harakiri. Harakiri is like a Japanese word for suicide. He said he is going to do this and we should not let this happen because he is like a treasure for us. He is an educationalist, he is an engineer, and he is an innovator. And we should not let a person of that caliber to die because of the ego of the government. It will be like a shame for our country if something bad happens to Sonam Wangchuk. If his condition worsens a lot, it will be a shame for our country, all right. We should avoid this, that petitioner said, and his petition was registered, but the hearing has not commenced on it yet. It is going to happen on some other day, so it will be good because the center government, the court will direct the central government to do something, or it will ask the central government to respond what are their plans on this entire hunger strike and the CJP protest. So it will be good. The government will be commenting on that protest. The government will be saying something about this hunger strike, how they are trying to end this hunger strike. Are they going to initiate talks with these people? So it will be good. After a long time, the government is going to comment on this if the court does its job perfectly. Okay, it will be good. And and for the longest time I used to think that that character Phunsukh Wanglu from Three Idiots was inspired from Sonam Wangchuk. And yesterday Chatur Ramalingam of Three Idiots, Omi Vedya, the name of the actor Omi Vedya, he said that he does not want his Phunsukh Wanglu to die, referring to Sonam Wangchuk. But I today read an article that said that Sonam Wangchuk does not think that the character of Phunsukh Wanglu is inspired from him. I don't know, he said this, that he does not think that the character was inspired from himself. He said that the team of Three Idiots, they came to his school secretly to do the shooting. They did not tell him about anything, and they did the shooting without telling him. And when the movie released, people emailed him, people messaged him, Sonam Wangchuk, that that character is inspired from you. And he said, I don't know nothing about this. These makers did not ever talk to me about this. They never said to me, they never took my consent, and they never told me that they are going to make a movie about a character that will be inspired from me. So this is for the first time that I got to know this. Otherwise I used to think that Sonam Wangchuk, they took the consent from Sonam Wangchuk to film this character Phunsukh Wanglu. So yeah, it was new information from me. So this was all about Sonam Wangchuk and this CJP protest. Now let's change gears and talk about NCP. Let's talk about the BJP. Let's talk about Sharad Pawar. So a couple of days ago I told you guys that Sharad Pawar is going to switch sides. Sharad Pawar is going to join the NDA. Everybody was thinking, yeah, he is going to join NDA, and it looks clear now. Yeah, he is going to join NDA. Some of the leaders of both the factions of NCP, the faction of Sharad Pawar and the faction of late Ajit Pawar, they have met together with Devendra Fadnavis, and I think they are trying to outline something, the terms on which this merger with NDA is going to happen. So it is like this. And there is this thing, Sharad Pawar allegedly has also said that they will support, the NCP of Sharad Pawar will support the delimitation bill, the delimitation bill of the India government that fell in the Lok Sabha past April. So they are saying that they will support if the government promises that the bill will increase 50% of the Lok Sabha seats across all Indian states. Irrespective of the population, if the bill says that they are going to increase 50% of all the Lok Sabha seats across all the Indian states with uniformity, And I was thinking about this and it looks really stupid to me. Alright? It is really stupid, to be very honest. Because the Lok Sabha seats that are made in our country, that are designed in our country, they should represent equal number of population, alright? A particular Lok Sabha seat should represent, an MP from that particular constituency should represent equal number of people from all over the country. Alright, are you getting what I am saying? That an MP should represent equal number of people, no matter where his constituency is from. It can be from Kerala, it can be from Bihar, it can be from UP. Alright? This is the thing, this is what I am trying to say. Suppose that the population of UP is 24 crores and there are 80 Lok Sabha seats. So a single MP from a single Lok Sabha seat represents 30 lakh people. This is the thing. And in Kerala, the population is 3.6 crores and they have 20 Lok Sabha seats. So each MP from Kerala represent about 20 lakh people. So this is the thing. An MP from UP, he has to spend the money that he gets from the government for development in his constituency on 30 lakh people. The resources, the money that all the MPs get, they are the same. And the MP from UP, he has to spend, the MPs from the UP, they have to spend this money on 30 lakh people. They have to give their time, they have to give their resources and they have to distribute it among 30 lakh people. And an MP from Kerala, they have to do this on just 20 lakh people. So this is what I am saying. So the delimitation practice should be done so that each MP should represent equal number of population. I know this is going to be wrong and this is going to be a loss for the South Indian states. But yeah, this is the thing. This is the idea of democracy. That an MP should represent equal number of people, no matter where that MP is from. They can be from any part of the country, alright? It is the thing. And if they will increase the seats by 50% in uniformity across all Indian states, so it will be really stupid. Now Kerala will have 30 seats and the MP will represent 12 lakh of the people. And UP will have 120 seats and a single MP would represent 20 lakh people. 12 lakh and 20 lakh. So it will be really stupid. Some of my friends are calling me, that is why I am getting nervous. Yeah, so this is stupid. At this point, Kerala should not get any extra seats because an MP there is just representing 20 lakh people. And when UP will get 40 extra seats and the number will be 120, then an MP from UP can also represent 20 lakh people. So it will be good. So this was the entire exercise of delimitation for. The delimitation is for this, so that it can create a uniformity between Lok Sabha seats proportionate to the number of population, to the population across the country. This is the thing. This is what. This is why I hate people. I hate these people, Come on, my video is done now. So you might have got my point. Some of my friends are calling me, they're just standing there watching me shoot this video and I cannot shoot this video in front of them. I don't know why. I'm just getting a little nervous. I'm just feeling a little bit of, not embarrassment. I'm a little bit shy too. So that is why I think I need to go now. Some of my friends are calling me. So you might have got my point, alright? This is the thing that I am saying. that each MP, an MP from each of the constituency should represent equal number of population, should represent equal number of people, should represent equal population. This is what I'm saying. If Kerala will get extra seats, then the representation of people per MP will reduce, and if UP gets extra seats as well, then this ratio gets reduced, but it will be higher than Kerala. All right, this is what I'm saying. So these states should not get any number of extra seats, and I am not even a supporter of the BJP. I am a supporter of the opposition parties. But what the opposition parties are doing right now does not feel right to me. All right, this is what I am saying. Now I need to go. Okay, sorry. I was thinking I was going to make this video really amazing, but first one of my friend called me and I got cut in the middle of the video. I had to reshoot the video, and now my friends are calling me. I got a little nervous. I could not make my video in the tone, in the fluency that I wanted. But yeah, you might have got my point. This was all from me today. It was really nice talking to you. Yeah, now I should go. Bye bye. This is Anleep signing off. See you some other day. Tata.